Hi everybody, Tim here with tonight's episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 7, Episode 14, Sub Rosa, which I looked it up. This is the first of the Latin titles. In this case, Sub Rosa, it's pretty simple, Beneath the Rose. I guess Star Trek uses it like 9 times, and it progressively gets more complex. So you guys know how much I suck at pronunciation, so that'll be fun when we get to those episodes. So this episode's pretty mixed with the reviews, because I like to look kind of that up. Some people love episodes, some people hate episodes. That's why I do these reviews, because a lot of us have kind of disagreed, where I'm like, I love Q episodes. Some of you don't. There was one of the Admiral episodes. I hated it. Evidently most people thought it was fantastic. So this is kind of one of those episodes. So when I was little, this episode freaked me the fuck out. Like witches and all sorts of stuff. I thought it was just creepy. As an adult, I was like, this isn't really that great. But I'm also kind of looking at it from the hindsight of where we are now as a society. And I mean, so first of all, this is the last of the episodes directed by Jonathan Frakes. He goes on to do 2 of the movies, but it's the last one of those. So basically, in a nutshell, boiling this all the way down, Beverly Crusher's family has been basically possessed by this entity who claims to be a ghost, and he's been like sucking the life energy out of them all the way down through the generations. And now Beverly is like the last surviving female, and so he latches onto her. She finds it romantic and charming, and this is the guy that she's always wanted, which like 3 episodes ago she confessed her undying love for Picard, so that's out the window. And I mean, overall it's interesting, but that's about it. They realize that it's fake, that this is not a ghost from, I think they said like the 1600s or something, but it's an actual alien life form, and he's basically using her like as a symbiote. And overall, it's like she figures it out, she like disconnects or whatever, and goes about her way. Like I said, I boiled that way down. But like just overall, like I just didn't dig this episode. Like it's great to see Gates McFadden in the forefront of an episode, because she doesn't get a lot of the spotlight in episodes. So that was kind of cool to see her right there front and center. But overall, this episode was just like, okay, I get it. This entity's obsessed with a woman and has slept his way all the way down to the end. Which that kind of brings up the question, like, after she dies, is this guy going to, like, go after Wesley? Like, how's that going to work? So, overall, I don't know. I just didn't feel this episode. It just wasn't for me. So, for those who have seen it, and some people evidently love this episode. They think it's great. So, if you're one of those people, go ahead, let me know why. Politely. And if you're with me and didn't feel this episode, maybe you could put it into words better, because sometimes sometimes things just don't mesh, and you can't quite put your finger on it, and you need somebody else to kind of guide you and be like, oh, you know what, you're right. It could be lighting, it could be directing, it could be anything. So go ahead, let me know what you guys thought about this one. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys next time for Lower Decks.